And to discuss more on this, I'm joined by DD India correspondent Amritpal Singh. Good evening, Amrit. Now, this is a series of setbacks for Donald Trump so far. How is Trump going to react to this in order to strike a balance now?
Well, Trump is basically a fighter. He, gets back at, he's gotten back at the Supreme Court for junking his deportation program. He said that, they are trying to stall the deportation of criminals, of insane people, of what he calls aliens, etc., murderers and gangsters. That's what he calls them. Now he says basically the Supreme Court had ruled that in a 7-2 decision, saying that the immigrants hadn't given enough time to contest their deportation and the due process of law hasn't been followed, so he has to do that. He just can't pick them up and throw them out of the country. Donald Trump hit back at the Supreme Court, saying, though praising the two judges who dissented, taking on the rest of the Supreme Court, saying that, sleepy Biden allowed them to come into the country without any process, and now the Supreme Court wants us to follow a process, a long, lengthy, expensive legal process to throw them out. And as I said, he calls them murderers and gangsters, etc. And it is true. Some of the population indeed has been engaging in illegal activities out of these immigrants. Some of them indeed are criminals. But he's using that as a pretext to throw all immigrants out, all Venezuelans out. And the Supreme Court took note of one particular case where one man was wrongfully repatriated to El Salvador and they couldn't get him back. So this is going to play out. I think the Trump administration would once again want to go in for an appeal to the Supreme Court to reconsider its decision. But given the fact that there was, on a 9-member bench, only two of them dissented, the rest of them voted for stopping this. It doesn't look likely that Donald Trump is winning this particular battle.
And also Trump is
Deepika?
facing turmoil within his own party as one big beautiful bill faces roadblock. Tell us more about this bill and why is this receiving a backlash?
Trump is, the conservatives in the GOP are the ones who are saying that, these kind of tax cuts that he proposes to give to individuals and businesses will harm the economy. They say, where will the federal budget be completed from? Then even on border immigration, given the backlash that Trump is facing from the court, even the courts. So, there is, though it's on immigration, not on border security really, but it's all about the spending. So if the government goes in for spending cuts, they believe that this will harm the growth of the country. Now, more than that's their argument. But it's really the conservatives that he has a political row with, and that's the kind of politics that's playing out. But the House committees will try and work again. They've been laboring for months to get this through. So there is opposition of it in the Democrats as well, as the House Democrat leader Hakeem Jeffries said that he will not allow this to be passed at any cost. So he faces a battle within his own party and of course with the Democrats to get this through both the Senate and the House.
All right. Thank you so much, Amritpal, for joining us and bringing us a rounded perspective on this.